Hi buddy, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a super long time since I've recorded anything or released anything on YouTube because it's been Christmas and I've had the flu. So now it's January 23rd, I think, the Friday of January. And anyway, I'm back and I'm playing the Moon Sliver, which I picked up during the Steam Winter Sale for $2.99. And I've played about 30 seconds of it and it looked decent. Graphics weren't amazing, but it still looked pretty decent-ish. Good. Yeah, anyway, it was $2.99 and that's why I'm playing it. Little behind the scenes view. Oh, that was quick. I learned the controls already. Move, jump, flashlight, interact, and examine, and toggle menu. Okay, sounds good. As you can see, this game's graphics aren't fantastic, but the story seemed interesting, so. Elly was a solemn and beautiful girl, the youngest of all of them, with a mind unfit for lofty thoughts. So she was pretty dumb, I think they're saying there. Just a sneaky little way of saying it. She had once come in here to see if there was any old firewood, otherwise she stayed in her cluttered house where it was warm and familiar. Good girl, Elly. What is this over here? Daniel was a quiet man who spent his life lost in the books of old or lost in his own thoughts. He wondered where the barrels had come from and who had put them there. Oh, conserve your flashlight, battery, recharge at power outlets, explore freely, piece the story together. When night falls, enter the mountain. Okay. Some nice little exposition backstory. Excuse me. My nose is a bit plugged up, so I may sound kind of dumb. I may have to stop to blow my nose once in a while. Yesterday, 4 people lived on this island. Now only 1 remains, I see. So I must be one of the 4 people. And right off the bat, the game knows me. I'm guessing I'm this dude, Daniel, who spends all his time reading books and doing useless stuff like that. Not saying books are useless, just in whoever the narrator's opinion is, it was, so. Or remember, or what was that? Confirm I'm not insane. I thought I just saw something pop up. Strange, isn't it? It looks to be quite a small island, actually. I'm assuming that's the mountain they were talking about. There are 4 houses here. Probably 1 for each 4 people. So we know Elly and Daniel. Said Elly had a cluttered house and Daniel's had a lot of books in it. So, a key. Nice. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is Daniel's, because there's a lot of books in here. She took the knife from the shelf, not Daniel's. Okay, I've been proven wrong anyway. The blade was dull and rusty, but it was still pointed. She was not smiling. It was because she was about to skin a cat. Ew, for dinner, because they were starving, they were hungry, they didn't know what was going on. I found a box, and that key was there. Isa's new. Isa didn't know what the object was, but she remembered her father tinkering with it in his workshop when she was a girl. The workshop and the adjoining home were now far underwater. Bummer. She was not a young woman, but even now, seeing it brought her comfort. Abel came in. I'm good at reading. How do I get into storage? He asked. She shut and locked the box. I've told you before, she said. I forgot, he said. I don't go there often. Press the first 3 until they click. Leave the 4th alone, she said. Some kind of coded message there, I see. Ooh, another key. So whose house did we decide this was? Isa, the not young woman. So we're going to go ahead and assume she was at a mid-tiered age of 95 and a half. Isa could not talk to Abel because her dentures fell out. About her feelings, though. Other things she could because they didn't require words that require teeth. Anyway, because Abel was overburdened with his own. So she often sat at her desk and knit and wrote. Yes, no, I'm so bad at reading, I don't know why. Who would ever read her papers, but there was something profound about preserving thoughts, so that they would live long after there was nobody around to read them. Seems kind of pointless in my opinion, but whatever. We're all good. I believe the word of Hector. Who the... Oh, there's a paper here, and I didn't even see it. Who is Hector? I thought there were 4 people, not 5 people. I believe the word of Hector and the religious teachings that were passed on to me. Maybe the moon is still out there, hidden beneath the cloud of darkness, and maybe the ones who went before us are waiting there. There's no way to know. We have to wait for death to find out. And truth be told, I am ready. I am ready for the beginning of a new adventure. I don't know who Hector is. Because we got Elsa Daniel, Isa, excuse me, not Elsa, the Ice Princess. Isa, the Else Princess. Daniel, Elly, and Abel. And I'm thinking are Daniel because that's my name, and I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that. Is that good? Is that good? I hope it's good. I remember when the moon still shined, when each night was bathed in warm silver. This game should have been called the Moon Silver. That sounds better than the Moon Sliver, honestly. And the shadows were mysterious and friendly, and the island was a place of joy. That was many years ago. Since it disappeared, this place has become cold and stark, plagued by an inexplicable sense of loss and despondency. Daniel and Elly are young. They do not feel it. They don't remember what the world used to be like. But Abel and I do, because Abel is also a 95-and-a-half-year-old grandpappy. 96-and-a-half, actually. He faked his birth certificate so he could join the Navy at a young age and then go off to war and fight for his family. And then he had to bring them with him. And there's a huge, like, tsunami, and it washed up on the island. It was all his fault because he was so fat. He sank his boat. And now they're all gonna die because, as you can see, the water's rising up because of his stupid Navy precautions and him saying that he was 95-and-a-half, when really in truth he was 96 because he faked it so he could in fact join the Navy because he was a bit of a scrub. But Abel and I do, for we are both filled with a longing for intangible joys that it can no longer provide, for friends that do not exist, for feelings that cannot be reasonably felt. When I was younger, I smiled because I felt like smiling. Now that smile is a disguise. I've turned it into Tyrion Lannister for absolutely no reason. I don't know why. Candles, lots of candles. Who was the one that... There was a stupid one that was looking for firewood. I'm guessing this is not her house, because these are all candles. What childlike emptiness I feel to find the most peaceful solace in fantasy. To find in masquerades a truth more vivid than reality. What sort of twisted villains were the ancient riders to taunt us with unreachable worlds more beautiful than our own? We have enough stored food to live long lives. When our wood runs out, we will be cold, but only so cold as to be uncomfortable. The water is rising, but it will be many years before it reaches our home. Thanks a lot, Abel. You fat 96-and-a-whole-year-old hobo. No? Just me? Okay, technically we survive, but to what end? This island is all the world we know, and it is nothing but the broken pieces of a flippin' fairy tale. That's locked, which is a bummer, because I can't open it yet. Abel read to escape. Daniel read to feed his lofty, strange thoughts. Isa read to pass the time, but Elly, as far as Abel knew, she hadn't opened a book in years. What did she do all day? He didn't know. Sometimes this worried her. He worried about all of them. Were they as melancholy as he was? So is this Abel's house then? Just, it's Abel's exposition now? They could make more candles. They couldn't make more wood, so Abel burned candle. Okay, yeah, this is Abel's room. Abel's a candle boy. There's an evil man on the island, and I know him well. We played together as youths. We have cried together. We have eaten together. We have loved the same woman, betrayed the same woman. He is my constant companion and my worst enemy. He puppets my arms, legs, and mouth to do his selfish ends, and secretly hurts everyone I love as I watch. Helpless, with their unshed, unfelt blood on my hands, he gives my flesh the indestructible pleasures. I can't read today, and blights my soul with unintelligible despair. His name is Sin, and we are irrevocably bound together. Surely there's no existence. There exists no hell worse than this, said Abel, because he's stuck on an island with a 95-year-old and a half grandma, a mentally retarded girl that goes around looking for wood all day, and a book-faced boy named Daniel, who is in fact my cousin. Or me. Either way. Take it or leave it. We're looking for a key. Oh no. My light's going out. That could be an issue? Possibly? Dude, would the light go all the way out? I'm really hoping not. What did it say? It said, like, power boxes. Is this a... That's definitely not a power box. What is this? Oh, we already read that. Alright, so this is Abel's house. That was Isa's house. So this must be Elly and Daniel, or Daniel and Elly. I'm guess that one doesn't have any smoke coming out. Daniel seemed like a little bit of a loner, so I don't know. That's probably his house, I'm guessing. Oh, wow, there's quite a ruckus in here. No. What were you and Abel doing at his house yesterday while I was climbing the mountain? He answered, casually flipping through the book on her table. It was covered in dust. Oh, yeah, because Elly doesn't read. Okay, this is Elly's house, then. Elly was laying on the bed. Daniel came in. She scowled at him suspiciously and beautifully. So Daniel is fancying Elly. Wow. Wait a second, but Abel said that he and the other dude liked the same people, so I wonder if Abel, the 96 in her whole draft weirdo, is also, in fact, into I Hate Books Elly. Perhaps we'll find out next week on The Moon Silver, the newest soap opera from... I can't say it because I'll get sued. What were you and Isa doing in the old power building? What were you talking about? What were you and Abel doing at his house yesterday while I was climbing the mountain? He answered, casually flipping through the book on his table. Her table. It was covered in dust. So they're having a bit of a scuffle in here, and it looks like they had a bit of a fight, and someone lost, and someone won. She glared at him. I'm going to go get wood, she spat. Did you think I was too stupid to know? He said. I'm going to go get wood. I see. Daniel knows what's up. Elly is really digging the 95-year-old. Oh my gosh. For Daniel's house, I would really expect more books, honestly enough. Abel often visited Daniel. He loved to talk, and Daniel loved to listen. Ice and I were out for a walk, said Abel as he entered. I thought I'd stop by before you caught up in a book. Daniel put his book down. Hello, he said. His expression confused Abel. I don't know why, but it did. Daniel stared at the pile of wood. He hadn't burned wood for months. Let's talk about Elly instead. Abel was silent for a moment. What about Elly, he said. Daniel didn't need to answer. Abel swallowed. All right, let's talk about Elly. Okay, Danny boy, this week on The Moon Silver, the new soap opera from I'mGoingToGetSued.com, we've got a bit of a love triangle here, and it seems that Daniel is going to confront an Abel now, and Daniel did, in fact, go insane and kill everyone on the island, and that's why he's the only one left. Even Elly, because he hated her now, because she was such a traitorous little poo. I've been thinking about life, said Abel, sitting down, and death, and uncertainty. And then Daniel pulled out a dull knife and stabbed him in the neck. Sorry, is that too dark? Is that too dark? I don't think it was. Anyway, what do we have here? Daniel sat with Elly, with Elly under the tree, his arm around her. That's nice to know. It's a tree. Do you remember when we used to climb that tower over there? He said. I wonder how long before the whole island is underwater. Perhaps he meant this tower. I wouldn't want to climb that. No, thank you. I can't run in this game. That kind of stinks. What is this? I don't know. It seems like a bit of a trapdoor thingy. The door had rusted shut. It would never open. That stinks. Wait a second. She gave me a passcode. She said, first 3 click and then open it. Or maybe it would. No, that's not it. Last 3 click, then open it? Doesn't seem like it. Perhaps they actually mean it will never open. That's always a possibility. Games don't always lie to you, you know. This is what happens when I play the Stanley Parable too much. Which I might also record, but it came out a long time ago, so I'm kind of wary. That's a power box. That's nice to know. What have we got up here? Come on. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Ah, nice little view. Let's go to the top of the mountain. Oh, no, that's definitely not working. Okay, other way. We're going up this side. We got it. Oh, yeah. No one's going to get up here. Daniel carefully made his way along the ridge. Is it actually narrating what I'm doing? Because that would be creepy. Honestly enough. He knew what Elly and Abel were doing. He'd known for a long time and had decided to ignore it. Something that had become increasingly difficult to do. He reminded himself that they all 4 had to trust each other and rely on each other as he had done so many times before. But it was a hollow reminder, and he didn't really believe it anymore. Okay. He sat cross-legged on the very peak of the mountain, staring off to the horizon. What was out there? He did not know, and he did not think it knowable. Bum bum ba da da dun 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 dun. That's supposed to be more epic. Sorry. Really failed epic jump thing there. Perhaps I should try again. This place was a forest once, if you didn't know that. An infinity later. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, what have I done? Please. Oh, I really messed up now. Oh, please, no, no, no. Oh, no, I've really messed up now. Isaac could remember the glorious living trees, barely. What have I done? Oh, I'll be back. I'll see if I can fix this. If not, I don't want to restart this whole stupid game all over again. Not stupid, but I still don't want to start it all over again. These skeletons were all that remained. That's truly a bummer. I'm gonna try to get myself out of this because I'm stuck in the ground, awkwardly enough. I'll be back in a moment, and I'm not going up on the mountain because it ruined me last time. I'm back. I just had to restart the whole game. No humor in that. You didn't find it funny either? Because neither did I. Oi! Sorry, got a little overexcited there. A damp tangle of trees and foliage, free to run wild and unkempt, but it didn't do anything because it was a scraggly piece of poo. I'm sorry, tree. I did not mean to offend you. The mischievous liquid had drained from the tank and into the water long ago. It was poison, and that's why it killed all the rats. You will see no rats in the remainder of this game. Disclaimer by Rats Association of America. Don't watch this video. What? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm saying she knows more than she's telling us, said Elly. Who are we? We just jumped straight into a conversation. I don't even know who we're talking to. What's your problem with Isa? Daniel said. Okay, so it's Daniel and Elly, the two triangle lovers. Putting his book down, he was annoyed at being interrupted here. Wow, he's not nice. Not nice guy. Definitely not me. I've declared I am, in fact, Isa, the or maybe I'm Elly. I don't know. Maybe I'm Elly, the 12-year-old weirdo. I seriously doubt she's 12, but I just thought I'd say that. I don't know why. My problem is that she's a liar, said Elly angrily, fiddling with the knobs on the machine as she paced around. And that I had to keep explaining this to you over and over again. You don't know. You don't know her like I know her. Exactly. You're not an impartial judge, he said. Wow. 2 fights in 1 day. Not a good sitch. You know what I mean? Not a good situation. She keeps the chapel locked, and she's the only one with a key, said Elly, leaning on the barrels and folding her arms. So you're saying she took it? What did she take? Can you tell me what she took? Because I'd really like to know. No offense. Yes, I meant all the offense. A strange acidic smell emanated from the pipe. That's gross. There's some dead bodies down there. And they're bleeding up into the air. I don't know why I'm speaking like this. Oh. What have I done?